Behold the sands of time where a nation was forged in fire and deliverance. 4 decades passed, the Lord stretched forth his mighty hand, shattering the chains of Egypt. Through the Red Sea they marched, Israel, a people reborn. For 40 years they roamed this wilderness, a generation tested by hardship, guided by the lawgiver Moses. It is now in the shadow of their wanderings, circa 1400 BCE, that destiny turns toward a new foe. This is no mere tale of survival. This is Numbers 21, a clash of wills, a vow to the Almighty and the fall of a king. Enter the Negev, enter Arad. Arad, a name etched in stone and blood. Nestled in the Negev, this was no humble village but a citadel of power. Its walls rose in the early Bronze Age, centuries before this battle, guarding trade routes and water in a land of scarcity. By the time of our story, Arad stood as a Canaanite bastion, its king a ruler of warriors clad in bronze, worshippers of Baal and Asherah. They were lords of this desert until Israel approached. 40 years after the Exodus, the Israelites neared Canaan's edge. Arad's king watched, his pride a spark awaiting the flame of war. Ere the clash with Arad, trials beset the host of Israel. They sought passage through Edom, their kinsman's land. But Edom refused, barring the way with swords drawn. Numbers 20 records their defiance.
Let us pass in peace, brothers. We seek only the road ahead.
Turn back, wanderers, no path lies through our dominion.
Then a heavier blow. Aaron, the high priest, ascended Mount Hor and there met his end. The people wept 30 days, their leader's brother lost. From sorrow and rejection they marched toward fate.
Riders, from the south, Arad attacks.
They've taken my son. Mercy, Lord.
These ragged trespassers dare defile my realm? Seize them. Let their bones bleach in the sun.
Numbers 21 declares, when the Canaanite, the king of Arad, who dwelt in the Negev, heard that Israel was coming by the way of Atharim, he fought against Israel and took some of them captive. A grave error was made that day.
Hear me, O Israel. Our foe has struck, but the Lord of hosts reigns. Shall we call upon him?
Aye, a vow. Israel made a vow to the Lord and said, if you will indeed deliver this people into my hand, then I will utterly destroy their cities.
Their walls for the Lord, their pride to ashes.
So it is written in Numbers 21:2. Israel made a vow to the Lord and said, if you will indeed deliver this people into my hand, then I will utterly destroy their cities. This was Herem, a sacred oath of annihilation offered to God.
The Lord fights with us. Onward.
Hold the line. I'll not fall to these rabble.
Numbers 21 proclaims, and the Lord listened to the voice of Israel and delivered up the Canaanites, and they utterly destroyed them and their cities. So the name of that place was called Hormah. The Almighty heard, Arad crumbled. Hormah, destruction, was born. The dust settles, yet the tale endures. Arad's ruins whisper still. Excavated at Tel Arad, a fortress from this era stands as testament. 40 years from Egypt's yoke, Israel claimed victory by faith. What echoes for us? In Edom's refusal, in Aaron's grave, in Arad's fall, we see a God who hears the vow of the desperate. Your wilderness, what vow will you make? The Lord still listens. Thus ends our chronicle. Seek the ancient paths. Until the next tale unfolds, fare thee well.